Good morning, everyone. May the 26th, Tuesday. How the days fly past. Today, the 26th of May, we remember the first missionary bishop to go into England, sent from the Roman Catholic Church. He was sent by Pope Gregory the Great, and it was St. Augustine. He set out, he was a prior of a monastery in Rome when the Pope called him and sent him to England. So terrified was Augustine when he heard about, and I love this, the savage heathenry of the English. They were savage and they were heathen by and large. He was so frightened, he very nearly turned back. But with encouragement from the Pope and from others, he eventually landed in England and established himself at a place called Canterbury. And there he only lived for 8 years in England, but in those 8 years he helped establish the church. Celtic Christianity was already in England, had been quite severely affected by the invasion of the Anglo-Saxons, and he sometimes upset the Celtic Christians. But he was able to help convert the king at the time. The king's wife, the queen, was already a Christian as a result of the endeavors of the Celtic Christians. But Augustine helped establish the church in great fear and in great trepidation. And that church still survives to this day. And I've been called to work as a bishop in a part of that church. What about, and how does this affect our lives? Well, we live in a time of great uncertainty and trepidation. We are surrounded sometimes with great fear as a result of the coronavirus, the economic impact on the country, on our businesses, perhaps those which we own or those for which we work. And we don't know quite what the future holds. And so there is fear and trepidation, just like Augustine had. But in faith, we must push on. We must trust that God is in control. God has brought us here. God has not deserted us and left us to suffer on our own. God is with us. We don't know what the future holds. When Augustine arrived in Canterbury, little did he know that he would have only 8 years left to live. But in those 8 years, he changed the face of England, and in many respects helped to change the face of the world. What will God do with you and me if we remain faithful, even in our fear and even in our trepidation? So friends, commit yourself to the Lord, trust in him, obey him, follow him. God knows where he is going and where he wishes you to go. You may not, but that's God's issue. Follow him and change the world in which you live. Be a positive influence in your family and in your business, come what may. And I believe that faith in these circumstances can be marked by resolutely following Christ, even when we fear that our economic prospects will greatly deteriorate. Friends, remain faithful, because God is always faithful to us. Have a wonderful day, and we'll chat again tomorrow. Bye-bye.